Hello, and welcome to Ice is Slippery, an unserious podcast about hockey brought to you by 1.5 hockey fans. My name is Kate, and I'm the hockey fan.
And my name is Fred. I am half a hockey fan.
Good morning, Fred. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's been a busy weekend. I feel like I've been running around nonstop.
It has been. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of life going on.
Yeah, there were a lot of hockey games yesterday, too.
A lot of that, too.
So I think there's only one hockey game on today.
Okay.
Which is weird. Just like there were no hockey games on Friday.
There were none.
I know. So the hockey game is chaotic.
Yep.
And life is chaotic. And luckily we have this podcast to be nice and calm and totally normal.
Totally normal.
Everything's going to be fine.
Everything's great.
Everything's cool. So should we just get right into it?
Yeah, I don't remember much of what happened. I know I saw 2 Stars games, and I think that's all I saw. So
pretty much, yeah.
I know some general things, so yeah.
All right. Well, I'll try to refresh your memory on things that have happened. I'm sure once I bring things up, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that thing.
That's what I do. I just talk. You say things, I talk.
Yes, pretty much. Well, the biggest news of the week was that Connor McDavid signed an extension in Edmonton.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. His contract was ending after this year. So everyone's been really wanting to see what he was going to do.
Yeah. People seem to get stressed like in the last year, right? If they don't sign at the beginning of the year, it's like a conversation throughout the year or something.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's just that it's like the off season. There's nothing else to talk about. So like if they don't sign during the off season, it's like, why haven't they signed? Why haven't they signed? Because there's nothing else to talk about.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then once the season starts, it's like, it's such a distraction. And it's like, it's a distraction because you're talking about it. Yep. But yeah, I mean, there's usually a deadline, but when you want them signed and,
right.
You know, if it's, the deadline's not till like July, I don't think. But
right. But people would not stop talking about it.
Yeah, no, it would just continue to get talked about. So, but Connor's was kind of unusual because usually, your big franchise superstar at this point in their career is going to lock down for like an 8-year deal. And he did not. He signed a 2-year extension. He also took way less money than anybody thought he would, $12.5 million a year.
Right.
So Connor's in win mode. He wants the cup in Edmonton. He's willing to take less money to make it happen. And he's putting them on notice that if it doesn't happen in 2 years, he is probably going to peace out.
He definitely drew a line in the sand with that contract, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. He made his intentions very clear.
Yeah.
So that's pretty wild.
That is wild. No, it's Edmonton.
Oh, my God. Oh. Anyway, so I thought that was pretty exciting.
Didn't you say he's making less than Draisaitl now?
Yeah, Leon makes $14 million a year.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's... I don't know. It's very exciting. It's not going to calm the conversations down, I don't think.
No. It'd be interesting.
And I mean, he's the best hockey player in the world. So everyone's like, oh, this is going to really redetermine contracts after the Kaprizov signing.
Right.
And Connor's like, hey.
He's like, I don't care. I just want to win.
He gave an interview and they sort of asked him about it. And he said, Lenny isn't going to go hungry without money, which is funny. Lenny is his dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which is a good point, too,
Yeah, he's doing okay.
Some other contract news. On Wednesday, Jack Eichel signed an 8-year contract extension with Vegas at $13.5 million a year.
Yep.
So Jack Eichel is making more AAV than Connor McDavid. Yep. They were drafted in the same year. Connor was number 1, obviously, and Jack Eichel, I believe, was number 2.
Yeah.
So I think they've always had a bit of a rivalry, or at least that's how the media has portrayed it.
All right. So Eichel's here to stay.
Eichel is
in Vegas.
Eichel is in Vegas to stay.
Yep.
And so he and Mitch Marner are both locked down there for the next 8 years.
They're the guys.
They were the ones.
Yep.
So wild. And then that same day, Kyle Connor signed an 8-year contract extension in Winnipeg at $12 million AAV.
That looks like a good purchase.
Yeah, spoiler alert. So far, that investment's paying off.
That was a good deal.
We talked about the heated preseason games between the Lightning and the Panthers. And after their final preseason matchup, the NHL fined the team itself $100,000 and the coach John Cooper was fined $25,000.
Yep.
The Panthers received no fines. So the justification was that the Tampa Bay Lightning pretty much on that last game stacked their roster with AHL players who like to hit people.
Okay.
And so that was like provocation.
Really? That's
I think is the...
So instead of looking at the facts and what happened, they're looking at what they think happened? Love that. Yeah.
It's poor innocent Florida just existing over there. They definitely don't have a history of doing shit. So
that was a messy game. I didn't watch it. I think you saw it, right?
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you saw the first messy game.
I saw the first messy game. I didn't see the second one, but I heard it was even messier, and I saw some clips, and it did in fact seem even messier.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's just the league being like, hey, knock it the fuck off, guys. Like,
we haven't even started the season.
I know, and like everybody's catastrophically wounded already.
Right.
There are injuries. Actually, the Panthers' run of bad luck has continued. Defenseman Dmitry Kulikov was injured in a game on Thursday against the Flyers, and he's been placed on injured reserve. And Coach Paul Maurice has said that the injury may require surgery, which is not ideal. So it's just listed as upper body, but I guess it was pretty clear that it was a wrist thing.
That seems pretty important for shooting the puck. Yeah. I mean, I think all of it's important.
Oh, right, exactly. But I wonder if it's like a Zach Hyman kind of situation, like from the playoffs last year, where that one hit to the wrist seemed real bad because he still isn't playing. Like
he's like LTIR or something, right? Or
he's expected to come back to the team in like November.
Okay.
Yeah, he had like off-season surgery, and it's taken him this long to get back.
Gotcha.
Also, going back to the disciplines, Jonathan Drouin got 1 game suspension for cross-checking Connor Dewar in the face.
Yeah,
saw that one.
Yeah, he definitely just did that
directly in front of an official.
Yeah, just right in his face.
Yep. Just hello.
Yep.
Hello. There's your face. I'm going to cross-check it.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah. So that one was not a super big surprise. Leon Draisaitl scored his 400th career goal in Edmonton season opener.
That's all he's got?
It's a lot of goals.
I know.
He's the first German-born player to accomplish this feat in the NHL. And I can only hope that one day Jamie Benn will join him in this achievement, despite seeming to be cursed.
Yeah, no, he's got the 400 curse.
He really does.
He's Mr. 399, isn't he?
Apparently he is.
Yeah.
So there were some notable game moments around the league this week. The Penguins played their season opener on Tuesday and defeated the Rangers 3-0. And it was Artur Shilov's first game as a goalie with the Penguins.
Yeah, we love Shilovs.
We do. We really fell in love with him on his Canucks playoffs run a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he came up big time. He was just the second goalie in Penguins history to record a shutout in his debut with the team.
We saw like most of that game or all of it.
We did, yeah.
That was a really good game. The Penguins looked great.
They really did. They looked sharp. They looked like they wanted it. They didn't look super confused.
Right. Unlike the Rangers.
Yeah. Erik Karlsson looked really good at defense, which is awesome because he's a defenseman.
Right. That's what you want.
But the problem is that they usually have him doing a lot of other stuff, like playing offense.
Right.
And he's best when he just gets to focus on the defense. I didn't notice him much, which is a good thing when it comes to Erik Karlsson.
Yeah. No, I thought they looked great. I was really happy, as you know, to see the coach not coaching them because I think I just don't like that guy.
Mike Sullivan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's on the other team. That's great. Stick him on the Rangers. Good. Whatever.
Exactly.
Like I like the team a lot more. Obviously, I'm a Sid fanboy now.
You are. It's true.
Yep. So
it's all Sid all the time over here now.
Yeah, I enjoyed everything about that game. I'm like ready to root for them, but I guess I can't because we do Philly.
I mean, you can root for multiple teams. It is a little like déclassé to root for two rivals, is what I'm sure the people on the internet would say.
Yeah. Well, I hope either one of them make it to the playoffs now.
Listen, you do whatever you want to. You're not bound by the rules of sport. No, you're only half a hockey fan.
I just like to see a good game, as you know.
You just want to see a good game. You want everybody to have a good time.
I do. And that usually involves your team winning so that like everybody's happy, but like I don't care.
That is true. Beckett Seneca made his NHL debut with the Anaheim Ducks.
Beckett Seneca?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's his name.
That's a wild name.
It's there's a lot of sounds in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, he sounds like an ancient philosopher.
It does kind of, actually. I hadn't thought about that. So he was the 3rd overall draft pick in the 2024 draft. He went viral for everybody expected him to be drafted way lower. And when he got drafted, he went, what the fuck?
It was awesome.
It was great. So he stayed in the OHL last year for some more seasoning. So this was his NHL debut. And he scored his first NHL goal on his first shot in his first game, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I love that for him.
Yeah.
No, he's living his best life.
It's another what the fuck moment, probably.
Yeah, right? Seriously.
It would have been great if he would have just taken off his helmet and been like, what the fuck?
Right?
It would have been great. And Scott Wedgwood has had a strong showing in his first few games as the Avs de facto starting goalie. On Tuesday night, the Avs beat the Kings 4-1, and he had a .96 save percentage. And on Thursday, they defeated the Mammoth 2-1, and he had a .97 save percentage. Saturday, we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah. But he's looking good, and this has been Wedge Watch.
That we can't have an episode without a Wedge.
We gotta get some Wedge Watch music.
We do. He needs his own music. And
yeah,
that's important.
That is important.
So we'll get there.
We got to get a sponsor for Wedge Watch first, though.
We do. It's true. Some cute and funny stuff from around the league. The NHL did one of their new commercials that they do. They have that work from home commercial.
Yeah,
it's actually well done.
No, that commercial's fire.
Yeah, they act in it pretty well.
Yeah, it's funny. They act well.
Yeah.
It's filmed well. It's written well.
The whole thing is good.
Yeah.
This series of commercials over the last few seasons has been really good.
It's been getting better and better, and this is peak.
It's really great.
Yeah.
So good job.
The tipping one was close. Like the acting was still a little awkward. You know, obviously the Slurpee sound wasn't going to fly with you, but yeah, this new one's good.
The tipping one conceptually was funnier to me, I think, but as far as execution goes, this one was definitely the most well polished. But when it came to funny videos, I happened to really enjoy. There's a video of Nate McKinnon and Sidney Crosby going around talking about like their favorite players to watch, and you know, Nate of course gets very earnest with Sidney. You man,
right.
Before talking about Nikita Kucherov, but that's more because Sidney's like, you like to watch Nikita Kucherov. He's like, oh yeah, that's totally who I meant that I like to watch.
Yeah, seems like they both are into the cooch.
They seem to. Phrasing.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd say that, but anyway, they I don't know what to say after that.
No, it's a funny interview.
It is funny, no, because Nate was like, he's just so smooth and I'm so choppy, and then so it's like choppy, like.
He's like, sure, you're choppy.
He's like, don't talk badly about yourself. And I don't know, you just see the affection between them is very mutual.
I felt like I understood them as kind of the same person, but just like a Jekyll and Hyde situation. Like they seem very similar, but also like, you know, one's crazy and one's like, you know, donating to charity.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's a really good way to look at it. They are two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, the intensity's like the same with both of them.
It's like a Two-Face from Batman situation. Yeah. One of them is real normal and one of them, there is toxic waste involved. Anyway, well, I was thinking we would just switch over to talk about our teams. I don't really have much to talk about with the Flyers, so it's going to be a real quick touch base.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see any of the Flyers this week.
Neither of us did. They conflicted with the Stars for the most part. So Thursday, they played the Panthers in Florida. The Panthers won 2-1, and I'm going to take that as a moral victory.
Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, they hung in there. They played a really good team.
Yep.
And they only lost by 1, and it was a low-scoring game.
Yeah, that's good. I didn't even watch highlights or anything. I think we saw drop pass, or was that preseason? Anyway.
That was preseason, I'm pretty sure.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And then last night, the Flyers played the Hurricanes in Carolina.
Yep, we also missed that.
We did. I was checking on highlights or sort of updates for that. So the Hurricanes did win that one 4-3. It was a little controversial. So the game ended tied 3-3 in regulation, so it went to overtime. And the Flyers scored a goal, but it got turned over for goaltender interference. And from what I was reading online, pretty much everyone was like, I know we don't know what goaltender interference is because everyone refuses to tell us, but we're all pretty sure that wasn't goaltender interference, up to and including many Canes fans. So that got overturned, and then Seth Jarvis scored a goal, so Carolina won. So
okay.
Sucks for the Flyers, but they got a point. So
hey, that's good.
We'll take it.
Yeah. They've got some goals on the board. People have scored things and got assists and points and stuff.
They certainly have. And apparently Logan Stankoven scored a goal for Carolina last night. So I'll have to look at those highlights too.
Yep. All right. God, this is going to be a fast podcast. We're almost done.
Well, I saved some room for our last segment because, but also we have a lot to talk about with the Stars this week.
That's true. We do. I watched pretty much. Yeah, I watched all those games.
Yeah, you did.
Even the second period. Which is unusual for you.
Yeah. But first, I wanted to start with some off-ice stuff. I said it. I think that they're really working on their social media presence this year. And this week, they released a really funny video, like a legitimately funny video. It was Jeff Totes, who has worked with the organization in some capacity for about 10 years, released a video asking the players if they remember the Alamo and like how many times they remember the Alamo.
How often do you think of the Alamo?
How often do you think of the Alamo?
Yeah.
And it was really funny.
It was very funny.
He knows the players really well because he's worked with them for so long. And, you can tell he really caught some of them off guard.
Yep.
He asked Jamie Benn, who did not respond, but nearly cracked a smile.
He tried the Gen Z stare.
He did try the Gen Z stare. It was pretty close. Tyler Sagan just laughed out loud.
Immediately cracked up.
Yeah. Colin Blackwell immediately said, "Every day of my life."
Deadpan.
Yeah.
Straight face.
No hesitation.
Every single day.
Everyone loved that.
Yep.
Roderick Foxa was like the movie theater.
Right.
Which was pretty great.
Yep.
And then finally, they finish it up with them going to ask Lindell, "Do you know what the Alamo is?" And he's like, "No."
Right.
And then he just smiles and they're like, "Okay, that's all we needed." And then they all just start laughing.
Yeah, they didn't even qualify the question. They're like, "Hey, Alamo, is that a thing you know?" Nope.
He's like, "Nope, got no idea."
Nope.
So I don't know. It's really funny. They all seemed relaxed and I found out more about it. So this is kind of the first thing of something that he's going to be doing called FTEB. It's from the editing bay.
What?
FTEB is going to be the name
from
of the show.
The editing bay. Okay.
Editing bay.
FTEB. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
So catchy.
I know. Anyway, he's got all of this footage of the players. He has all the behind the scenes stuff now, but also he has stuff going back.
Oh, really?
Years. So we might be seeing some spliced together funny things.
My goodness.
So I don't know. I'm excited to see what else we might get because this was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it a lot.
Well, that's fun if he's going to do like unhinged edits of people.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It was very silly and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Again, the boys are having personality this year. I am thrilled.
They really are. They seem to be having fun. The what do you call it? Atmosphere, the vibe atmosphere, something feels very different. And I have a feeling I know what it might be, but I don't know.
Did something change, do you think?
Could be. But yeah, they seem much more relaxed and I don't know, into it.
They're having a good time.
Yeah, it's not the boring like hockey responses that so many interviews end up being.
Yeah,
the media trained nonsense.
No, they're having a good time and I enjoy that.
Yeah.
For them and for me personally.
This is all you've ever wanted.
This is all I've ever wanted. Go back and listen to the podcast last year.
It's all, yeah.
I literally have said, I believe I'm begging for a morsel of content.
Yeah.
And they're delivering. They're giving me morsels and I would like some more, please. But I'm very happy with what I'm seeing so far.
I would say too, from across the league, it seems like the social media game is being stepped up on a lot of teams. Minnesota's doing really good content. Philly's like not Ashlyn, but the other girl. She's been doing a lot more content.
Yes, there is a new girl who's been doing some good stuff.
Yep. The Sharks have been doing fun stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of good clips, a lot of good shorts. The NHLPA has been doing good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of those people have been doing good stuff for at least a year or so.
True.
And the Stars have not been.
Well, yeah.
So I don't know. They're just figuring out a way to get the players to open up more, and it's great.
Yep. The Capitals are also continuing to do good stuff.
They have been.
And Seattle's getting in on the mix, I think, a little bit more now, too.
Yes, they are.
And Joey Decord's YouTube channel is pretty okay.
There you go.
So
we haven't watched any more of William Nylander's YouTube channel.
William Nylander's YouTube channel's a scam. That's a scam. He's like, oh, I started a YouTube channel and I've got these professional cameras following me around doing fancy stuff now. It's all bogus.
Okay. Well, we'll save that for another time, I guess.
Jeez.
We'll do a review.
William Nylander, get out.
Oh my God. We should, review every player's YouTube channels, and then they'll never want to give us content again.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the Stars' fun time off ice is translating on ice a bit too. Thursday, they had their season opener against the Jets in Winnipeg. And in the first period, they opened the scoring just 3.5 minutes in. Who do you think scored the opening goal for the Stars this season?
Hold on. I don't know, but is it? Okay, hold on. Shoot. This is like real deal right here. Is it Lundqvist?
No. Who do you think is like the new face of the franchise? Like the guy who
was it Rantanen?
It was Mikko Rantanen.
See, I literally don't know.
Sorry, I thought that was going to be a softball one for you.
Nope, apparently not.
Apparently not. Yeah, no, Mikko Rantanen got us on the board just 3.5 minutes into the first period. He was like being a strong net front presence and just got that puck right in there. And it was great. It was all the things you want it to be.
It was exactly how you wanted to see things start, especially if you are like ready for him to show up.
Yes. And, I admitted there was like kind of a slow start for him last season, but like last season, I think was so much of a wash just because he had been through so much. And yeah, he didn't have time to settle in. He himself has said it's so nice to come and train with everybody and go through training camp this year and get to know everyone and work on the chemistry. And I think you can see it.
Yeah.
Sort of right off the bat.
No, I'm a fan.
So unfortunately, the Jets did score 3 minutes later due to a defensive breakdown by the Stars. And Kyle Connor scored that goal with his new fancy extension money.
Yep.
But with about 4.5 minutes to go in the first, we did get a Nils Lundqvist goal. And that one was pretty much served up on a platter by Mikko Rantanen.
Sorry, I spoiled that one.
No, that's okay. Listen, a Nils Lundqvist goal in this economy, we'll take it.
That's wild stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like Nils has already played more in the first couple of games than he played in the entire DeBoer regime.
Yeah, exactly. The regime. I love that. Yeah, no, we've always liked him. You've had a soft spot for him since as far back as I can remember.
Yeah, like I knew that he needed to do some work. And in the first half of last season, was feeling really optimistic about him. I thought he had taken a lot of great strides. And I was a little underwhelmed that DeBoer, I felt, still wasn't giving him many chances. And then he injured his shoulder. And I thought that was a real bummer for him. So, yeah, no, I'm happy to see him back. And Gulletson was pretty like, hey, this is his chance to, shine. And he's been taking advantage of it.
He's very shiny.
He's so shiny. I like shiny things. When the camera came back from the next commercial break, you could see Leon Bichel on the bench just sitting there chewing his gum. Just no thoughts, head empty. Yeah. Gum chewing away.
Do you think that was maybe once his mouth guard, but he's just chewed it so much that it looks like gum now?
I literally was wondering that.
That'd be funny.
That was pretty crazy.
He's totally out there chewing like Gatorade gum or something.
I don't know what's going on.
Or nicotine gum.
I was literally going to say it would be hilarious if it was nicotine gum, because sometimes he does when he's like getting real, like hitting people and then like being all cranky, murder baby on ice. It does just kind of look like he would rather just be like skating around with a cigarette.
Yeah.
Just like face full of ennui, just clobbering people into the boards.
Yep.
So, and then right before the end of the first period, Mikko Rantanen just fell down for no reason.
As expected.
As expected. It happens at least once a game.
That guy fall down, go boom.
Sure does. And it's always funny. And
it's always funny.
I wasn't really... I was watching sort of out of the corner of my eye. I saw somebody fall down and I was like, I think it was Mikko. And sure enough, it was in fact Mikko.
Yeah, if someone's falling down, it's 90% chance it's Mikko.
You would think that, but we have some other falling down boys lately.
True.
I think it's contagious.
Yeah.
The second period started, and this was like the penalty period. There were so many penalties. They were overlapping penalties. We were 4-on-4. We were 4-on-3. We were 5-on-3. It was chaotic.
It was.
And yet, it ended up being a scoreless period, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But the period ended 2-1, even with all of the penalties going on.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean that nothing happened. One of my favorite moments, though, was just kind of a little silly aside moment. The Stars got called for too many men on the ice. And there was a moment of confusion where they realized they would have to send somebody to serve the penalty.
Oh, right.
And usually that would have been Mason Marchment.
I mean, they're like, that's a default response.
Yeah, no, like everyone's like, there's nobody in the box yet. And it's like, oh, there has to be somebody. Oh, Mush isn't here anymore. Who are we going to put in the box? So they sent Ristkovian over to the box.
That's funny. I think that's a good replacement for Mush.
It's so far is shaping up to be, perhaps.
Yeah.
So we did have a lot of squabbling in that period. About 6 minutes into the second, Bish got real shovey with somebody who kind of took an extra shot trying to get something in the goal on Jake, and Bishel took exception to that.
Yep.
So, and then halfway through the period, another player collided with Bishel, and they both kind of hit the ice and got back up and kept skating. And Razor said something along the lines of, he didn't win the foot race, but he won the violence.
Yeah. Which doesn't make any sense.
But it doesn't, but it's still fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And then with about 5 minutes left in the second period, Rantanen exchanged a couple of cross checks with an Avalanche player. And then they crossed the ice and Rantanen basically clobbered him and one of his teammates out of nowhere.
I loved that.
Yeah. And that's really, you just saw the clobbering first. It wasn't until after the break you saw like, there was some mutual engagement first. It at first just looked like for no reason he just went, hey, I don't like you.
Yeah.
And just bopped him in the head.
No, I that made me like him more because I don't know why, but like it was just so aggressive and like calculated, but also like the way he hit that second guy, he like hit him in a specific spot where he would have to fall down to the ice. Like I think he's a master of physics, maybe. Like
I think so. I think he's very smart, but there's something almost like childlike about it at the same time too. It's just like Moose angry. Yeah.
Like you stole my dump truck in the sandbox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly that vibe. Or like your friend stole my truck in the sandbox and I already clobbered him, but I still have rage and you have to go down too.
You're nearby. You're next.
Exactly. Collateral damage.
Yeah. No, I loved that.
And then there was a scrum afterwards and Robo was getting all mouthy in there.
Robo's fired up this year. As you know, I don't have anything bad to say about him.
I know you've been really.
I've been impressed.
You've been pro Robo.
I'm pro Robo.
Pro Robo.
Yep. So yeah, big change for me. He's skating well. He's hustling. He's playing aggressively. He's making things happen. Like I don't know what else you want him to do.
No, he looks great.
Yeah,
he's fantastic. Yep. I'm very happy for him.
He does seem lighter too, like happier.
Yes. No, for sure.
Yep.
He did seem just very like down in the dumps last season.
Man, DeBoer really fucked that team up, huh?
I really think so. I think the vibes were bad.
Yeah.
So third period opened with the Stars on a 5-on-3 after Mikko drew 2 penalties at the end of the second period. Even with the 2-man advantage, we were having trouble making anything happen until a Jets player lost his stick. And finally, Robo scored a minute into the period.
Having trouble, for sure.
Yeah. So the power play was not going great until that point.
Power play, man, woof.
So keep that in mind right there, that the power play was not going so great from a scoring perspective. 30 seconds later, the Stars scored again, courtesy of a Matt Duchene fancy boy pass.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, he just skated into the zone and he did one of those like fancy pirouette things where he does a fast spin and just like stops the guy in his tracks and shakes him off and got the puck over to Tyler Seguin, who put it home.
Yep. No, that was highlight reel stuff.
It has made the highlight reels indeed.
Yeah.
It was super sick. And then 2 minutes later, Wyatt scored to take the score to 5-1.
True.
So then we had a comfy lead. We had nothing to worry about.
Yeah. And we can talk more about the Wyatt, but I'm glad he scored that goal.
You were less than impressed with Wyatt.
He looks a little rusty this year, in my opinion.
Well, I don't necessarily agree, but I also wasn't paying the closest attention to him necessarily. So
my goodness, I wasn't loving his work on the power play.
Well, okay, to be fair, nobody's work on the power play has been that good.
Yeah, but his stood out as worse, to me at least.
Okay.
Without knowing any stats, without just anything.
All right. I'll have to maybe go back and watch that again. About 8 minutes into the third period, Ristkovian threw down with Mark Scheifele, of all people.
Well, yeah, Scheifele's an asshole, right? Noted goon.
Known goon, Mark Scheifele. I mean, Mark Scheifele has laid some bad hits in his day.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
For sure. But like, I don't feel like he's known for his brawling skills.
No, I don't feel like he's somebody that people go after.
Like, I don't think anything precipitated it.
They didn't show anything.
They kind of like jostled against the boards a little bit, I think. And then they were just like wrestling.
Yeah, Ristkovian. He's
He's an angry little meatball.
Exactly. He's a spicy meatball.
I know. I like it though.
Yeah.
I think he heard Gulletson saying that, the team needs to be more physical this year. And, he's kind of up because Jamie and Oscar Beck are both out injured right now. So he's just trying to make an impression, and he's making one.
Impression's been made with him for sure.
I like it.
Yeah.
No, he's spicy. Yep. I enjoy that.
No, yeah, like when he gets his helmet off when he was going to the box. Was this after the Scheifele had no helmet? He looked like he was still ready to go.
He was mad.
Yeah.
He was big mad.
Yeah.
No, he just has like a scowly little face.
Ritzkovian big mad. Yes.
It's so cute. It's so adorable. Halfway through the period, the Stars went on the power play again.
Excellent.
And they did not do better on the scoring front. You know who did do better on the scoring front? The Jets.
Yeah, they sure did.
They scored shorthanded on us twice. So
up what, 5-1 at this point?
We were up 5-1. Now we're just up 5-3.
Man, that's a different hockey game right there.
Very different hockey game.
5-3 is way different than 5-1.
It sure is. Yeah, the Winnipeg crowd had gone pretty quiet at that point, and then it was all of a sudden much noisier.
Yeah.
So
all the people that were headed to their cars turned around and went back to their seats.
It was a lot, know, and I, the game hadn't started yet because there were 10 minutes left. And as we all know, the game doesn't start until 8 minutes.
That is correct.
Are left in the third period.
I will maintain that.
Fred's rules of hockey.
Rules of hockey. 8 minutes. You just got to show up for the last 8 minutes, but don't leave with a minute left.
No, for God's sake.
Holy smokes. What?
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah. Defensive breakdowns beyond belief with their power play.
Yeah, it was not good. It was not a good scene.
Yeah.
I did say right before the power play that I liked how aggressively the Stars were still playing despite having a big lead.
True. Yeah. No, they're hustling. They got energy.
Well, usually when we'd have a big lead like that, we would just lock down and play super defensively, and it would be boring as fuck.
Yeah.
And I liked that they're still trying to do stuff. That felt like it kind of backfired on us. But again, I mean, you're still going to play aggressively during the power play. So
right.
It did and it didn't. It was just bad.
Yeah,
it's not good.
There's some kinks to work out there.
For sure. But as Josh and Razor pointed out, like they haven't really played with their power play units during the preseason. So,
right.
And
they're still reeling from the loss of Steve Spott. So
it's true. They were like, Steve Spott, we don't know what to do without you.
Yep.
We're so confused because now we have freedom.
Exactly.
And they got too loosey-goosey with the freedom.
Yeah.
About 4 minutes to go in the third, Bischel laid a huge hit on somebody, and then they cut to him chewing gum again. And I just have questions like, is it the same gum? Is it new gum? Does he ever wear a mouth guard? Or is like the gum just enough for him?
I don't know. We'll have to ask him when he's on the podcast.
I know. These are important questions for me.
This is the kind of stuff we'd talk to like an actual hockey player about. We're like, yeah, whatever. You know.
What's the deal with your gum?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just a stupid thing, but I'm just like very fascinated by it. About 3 minutes left to go in the third period. Score is still 5-3. And then Miro Heiskanen just falls down in front of the Stars net.
Yeah.
He's skating backwards and he just has a case of the Mikos and just falls right down. And Winnipeg scores, Kyle Connor specifically, with his third of the night for a hat trick.
Yep.
The hats rain down. The score is 5-4.
What a night for Tukes.
What a night for Tukes. So the last 3 minutes was pretty scrambly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it got like super high energy because, like they could tie it up.
Yeah. But in the end, the Stars managed to persevere.
Yeah. I thought that was a really fun game to watch.
It was so fun.
I thought the Stars looked terrible, then they looked great. And then I thought Winnipeg looked terrible most of the time, but then they looked great. It was super fun.
Yeah, I thought the Stars looked better than they did bad. But for the Winnipeg game, overall, I just really liked how they were playing. We had all of the energy that I wanted them to have. We had the physicality, just all the things that Gulletson has been talking about. We brought it all.
Yeah. No, they looked really good.
The offense was spread out.
I think Mikko, as you know, I was kind of obsessed with him during that game, and he's him. He's it. He's the guy. Yeah, he's I don't know. It's him.
Yeah. He's really great. He's so fun to watch, and he's definitely stepped into that leadership role big time.
Yeah.
So
no, he's a full-grown businessman.
He is, which, as we all know, is the highest form of compliment that Fred can pay.
Exactly.
So Saturday, the Stars... Oh, actually, sorry, one more thing. That was a milestone win for Jake Ottinger. With that win, he became the fastest a U.S. goaltender has reached 150 wins.
Cool.
So one of those esoteric stats for you.
Yep, love it. Great, whatever. Does he get a little trophy? No.
He could. Maybe we could make one for him.
Maybe I'll make him a certificate.
Yeah, make him a certificate. We can frame it and put it on his wall.
Yeah.
Saturday, the Stars played the Avs here in Colorado. We did not go.
We were planning on it, but man, life
we were thinking about it, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. No, we got a lot of life going on and it just wasn't going to work out.
And our daughter's birthday is coming up. This is kind of her birthday weekend. And,
It'll be the worst birthday present for her.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to a hockey game. Hooray. She would not ever say.
Late at night on a Saturday. After you've had a busy 2 days, let's drive to Denver and
no, she would not approve of that.
It's okay.
It's fine. We watched it at home. It was better that way.
We'll get him in March.
We will, hopefully. So it was a big milestone game for Brent Burns. It was his 1500th game.
Yeah.
And he is now officially the oldest player in the NHL, apparently.
Okay. Yeah.
So congratulations to him.
I like seeing him on Colorado. I think that's a good fit.
Yeah. I always just love it when they talk about how somebody is the oldest man who ever lived and I'm older than they are.
Yeah.
So that's real cool. Makes me feel great.
He is pretty old.
He is very old.
He's starting to fall apart.
Rickety.
Yep.
Same, but I just existed. The boys did not look like they had acclimated at the start of this game.
I think playing in Denver is a challenge. I think, it took us time when we moved here to adjust.
I had altitude sickness for months.
Yeah. So these sea level boys coming here, Colorado definitely has an advantage, I think. And I feel like they have an advantage. They can go to sea level and it's not a big deal. And they can go back to altitude and it's not a big deal.
Yeah. It's like when I went hiking last month in Maine and I didn't have my inhaler, but it was fine because I was hiking at sea level.
Right.
And I was like, no, this is great. I'm a superhero down here. Yep. This is so cool.
Yeah. They should handicap the away team or something. Give them 1 goal or something.
Right. Exactly. So the Avs really did look dominant for the whole first period. It was really not.
Man, they're a freight train.
They really are. They're so fast. They're so powerful. They're relentless. Yep. They just go. They dominated just everything.
Yeah.
I feel like we were pretty much never in our...
Oh, God, right?
Yeah.
It was all please, can we try and make a shot? The shot total was ridiculous, right?
With a minute left in the first period, the shots were 13-3 in favor of the Avalanche.
Yeah.
We just never had any time. I think the only reason we had as many shots as we did was because we went on the power play once, and that's where we got 2 shots on goal.
Right. And Dallas's shots were okay. But all of Colorado's shots were oh, shit.
Yeah, Jake was earning his paycheck.
Yeah, no.
From the get-go.
I don't like when people say he stood on his head, but that's what he did. He crushed it.
He was amazing from the get-go. Yeah. If the game looks very differently if he doesn't sort of show up right away in the first period.
So it's 11-1 if he doesn't show up.
In fact, miraculously, we were the first ones to get on the board.
That was miraculous.
A minute left in the first period. Thomas Harley just lasered one home.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it was a really good one. So that whole sequence was good. And I think, again, led by Nils Lundqvist.
Yeah, he had something involved there. Yeah, it was cool. And I do feel like they actually end up having an advantage going against Wedgwood.
They do a bit because since he was the backup goalie in Dallas for so long, he was often the one that they were practicing on.
Yep, exactly. And they're all good friends with him too.
They are. But in a way, he also has that advantage because he's faced off against our guy so many times.
Ah, touche.
Yeah. So he and Robo in particular have a big rivalry, sort of, friendship rivalry.
Yep.
Because they would stay after practice, the two of them, and play for hours, trying to outwit each other, basically.
Yep.
So they know each other's tells very well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The second period came, and 4 minutes in, Marty Nietzsche tied it up. And then a minute later, Ross Colton hit Mira Heiskanen really hard into the boards. Even the Avalanche announcer said that the hit was barely on the right side of legal when I was rewatching the highlight.
That's rare for those dudes to say anything.
Fans.
Yeah.
And Ritzy took exception to that and went after Colton real hard.
He sure did.
Skated across the ice.
He's like, I'm coming for you, buddy.
He really was, and took him down, and they both got 5 for fighting.
Yep.
Ritzy did avoid the instigator.
I thought he was going to get it.
I thought so too.
I mean, he jumped him from behind.
He did, and skated across the ice. I think maybe because that hit was so borderline bad, they decided to just kind of call it a wash or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The Avs did get on the board again, but then with 5 minutes left in the period, Nate Bastian tied the game at 2-2 for the Stars. It was like a really hardworking net front goal, and that guy just continues to impress me.
I constantly keep seeing him do good work.
He's just really solid.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. It's so hard to explain. He's like, the word I always want to use is competent, but like it's so much more than that.
Reliable? No. Yeah, I know.
It's like competence is at the core of it, but it's like so much more than that. Like he's fast and he's powerful.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's reliable. He's dependable.
Yeah. I mean, we liked him when we saw him preseason.
Yeah.
And he looked at both of us.
Yeah, I still haven't seen him look at me. I just have your word and the word of my sister that he keeps looking in our direction.
Me and him locked eyes.
So you're bros now.
We're bros.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
In bro language.
And I'm glad he's good because now, he knows who I am. I know who he is. And you constantly see, I know his number.
Yeah.
Already I know his number. It's 11.
That's big for you.
And I see 11 doing good stuff.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of times where I'll be like, oh, that play over there was good. And then I look closer and I'm like, oh, yeah, that was Bastian. Like, of course it was good.
Yeah.
He's just one of those guys who's always doing stuff away from the play. He just is like nonstop hustle.
Yep.
He's just always in it. Like, I don't think he cares a lot.
Yeah.
He's so invested for somebody who's only been playing with us for like a minute and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Super impressed. I will say, sidebar real quick.
Yes.
My hockey watching experience or skill level has definitely, I've noticed it has increased this year because I am knowing who's on the ice from numbers now.
That is always a good feeling when that happens.
It just happened naturally. I didn't work at it. I didn't try. It does help that the Victory Plus has like who's on the ice with their numbers. So like if I don't know somebody, I can reference it. But like it keeps happening. Like I know when Nate McKinnon has the puck. Well, also he looks like Nate McKinnon has the puck. But
he's easy to identify.
Anyway, I've leveled up in my hockey watching skills.
That's good. Maybe you're going to be like 60% of a hockey fan soon.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yep. But anyway, yeah, Bastian is notable and real happy with him. And the fighty guy. I forgot his
Ritzkovian.
Thanks. I was going to say, anyway, I don't know what I was going to say.
No, they both bring things that we have been missing, that sort of grittiness. And Bastian in particular, he's just always up at that net front, which we have really needed a net front presence.
Yep.
And I think he's reminded some of our other guys that that's a good thing to do because we've had some other goals from that too.
Yeah, totally.
It's great. And then a few minutes after that, Robo tipped in a shot from Harley.
Yeah.
And that was a really cool tip.
It was like barely a tip. I still didn't even really see it, but
it's like he had to stick down on the ice and he like managed to angle it off of that somehow. Even the Avs announcers, again, when I was rewatching the highlights, they were like, that doesn't go in like for at any other angle. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
So it was a really good one.
Robo continuing.
It was the ghost of Pavs was with us.
Yeah.
34 seconds into the third period, Lehkonen tied it up for Colorado. But a minute and a half later, Wyatt Johnston responded by going on a breakaway.
That was cool.
It was really cool. And he like deked for the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it was because he thought his stick had broken because usually he would like take that shot from farther away. But he thought his stick was like broken or cracked. So he deked so it wouldn't be like as much pressure on the stick.
Wow.
So, but it worked out really well.
God, the amount of like processing power those guys have while they're playing that game is sick, huh?
I know, it's crazy, right?
Because that was probably like 1.2 seconds worth of like all that.
Yeah, no, just all of that happening in like the moment while you're skating like 20 miles an hour.
And then he slid it right in over by his leg there.
Yeah, just like right between like the toe and the post.
Yep.
It was so good.
Yep.
Really fun to watch.
Good stuff.
McKinnon did tie the game up halfway through the third on the power play, and that was it for regulation scoring. So we did have to go into overtime.
Yeah. McKinnon was pretty geared up for that one. He was like, "No, I'm scoring a goal right now," and he did.
Yes. Yeah, that was a double minor. And McKinnon was like, "I will score this goal. I do not care what happens." And they killed the first 3 minutes of the penalty, but McKinnon will not be denied.
Yep. And before we mention anything else, Necas, his goal was sick.
Yeah.
Like, he was going so fast and he did fancy boy stuff. And like, I'm real happy for him on this team. I think this is a better fit for him.
Really, I think everybody worked out so well in that whole like 3-way trade that ended up happening with Carolina and Dallas and the Avs. Everybody ended up kind of the right place for them. I feel like I miss Stink so much, and I wish we could have figured out a way to keep him too. But
he seems to be thriving.
Seems really happy in Carolina, and like he's really contributing there in a way that I don't think we really had the space for him, just because of the way our roster is structured right now.
Yep.
So I'd rather see him flourish somewhere else, and he's living his best life. And I think Miko is such a good fit for our system. And yeah, I think
it all worked out.
It just has been so good in Colorado and is fitting in really well with them. So I don't know. Everybody I think came out whole in the end. So
I did see a clip of Bednar being interviewed, and they asked him, they're like, "Oh, what was it like, losing Miko, and what were your thoughts about that?" And he's like, "Yeah, I thought about it for like 10 minutes and then I moved on with my life." He's like, this is business. Like, things happen. He's a friend. I like him. Cool. But like, as soon as we played him, it was just business.
Yeah, that's just what happens.
Yeah, they're trying to get Bednar to be like, "Oh, I miss him so much."
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah.
All told, during regulation and overtime, Jake Ottinger faced 39 shots.
Man, he was getting lit up.
He was, and he made some spectacular saves, especially during overtime. He had some just really good, full splits, like glove up, just, I mean, gorgeous stuff. Like, he was like, "Listen, I heard people have been talking shit, and I just want to remind you that I am who I said I am."
Absolutely. No, confirmed.
Yes. No, he was like, "I showed up. Like, I showed up, I showed out."
Yeah.
I think it was Brian and Sevi were saying last night, like, you can't expect him to perform like that all the time in the regular season.
Right.
But like the times when you need him to, if he can step up, like, that's huge. And like the only time you're expecting that guy to perform like that all the time is during the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And if he can show up like that in like game 2 of the regular season, that's the kind of guy you want to have in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, he definitely like put a stamp on that game. And like, it wasn't, they talk like goalie duels. That was not a goal. Like, that was a thrashing compared to Wedgwood. Wedgwood, let in that many goals with like no shots, and then like not even that high danger compared to what Wedgwood or Ottinger was facing from Colorado. All those shots, I was like, "Oh, that's going to be a goal." Nope. "Oh, that's a goal." Nope.
He was just inundated. It was crazy. It was like a masterclass. Yep. So, that was one of the times where percentages don't tell the tales, because he still had, I think, a .87.
Oh, God, whatever. Yeah.
Does not matter.
No.
And the game ultimately went to a shootout. So Robertson scored for the Stars, which is always,
so nonchalant, too.
So nonchalant.
He's like, do. Goal.
I was like, oh, it started? Like, right. I didn't know. I didn't even realize.
Yep.
Wedgwood was like totally frozen.
Yep.
And knowing their like competitiveness and history with each other, that's...
Oh, yeah. They were probably texting each other later. I don't know if actually they would be. I don't know how hockey play. I'm not a hockey player. I don't know.
I don't think they do, actually. I think I did hear about that, where they do get like real weirdly competitive with each other. So like they'll like let it sit for a day or two after they play each other.
Gotcha.
Nichushkin did score for the Avs, so it was all tied up.
Yep. Nichushkin, man. Woof. What a guy.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. Yeah, that was a good one.
It's funny because he used to play for Dallas and he was not very good when he played for us. And he went to Colorado and turned into a beast.
He looks good on that team.
Yeah, he's unfortunately a terrible person.
Well,
can't have them all.
Can't win them all.
And then both of the goalies stopped another shot. So then it comes down to your last round of shots. Mikko Rantanen goes up for Dallas, gets one in, just super easy.
Yep.
Nate McKinnon goes up against Ottinger. Ottinger shuts him down.
Hell yeah.
Game's over.
Yeah.
It was cinematic.
Again, cinematic, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like they put like too much like behind a shootout or whatever, but like Mikko won that game and McKinnon lost that game, which is so funny.
It is the way it is.
Yeah.
And McKinnon had some feelings after the game. We were watching a video right before we started recording where a reporter asked McKinnon about the power play. And I guess some fans were booing the Avs power play. And he was like, I guess they don't know a good power play when they see one.
I agree with him. They look, that team looks real good, even though they lost.
Jake was having one of those sort of like generational games.
Yeah.
So I can't really,
No.
blame Nate for being a little salty in that case.
Yeah, no, they looked fantastic.
Yeah, no, they're good. They're a scary team.
They're a wagon. They're already a wagon.
They're already a wagon.
Yeah.
No, they're scary. And we, as much as we had some great individual performances like Jake stole us that game.
He did. Absolutely.
And we had a couple of really good goals. Like we got super lucky with winning that.
Yeah, totally.
But again, showing a lot of resilience. We're feisty.
Yep.
We did look more solid by the end.
True.
Like we did tighten up our game eventually.
Yeah.
Still not an excuse for looking like a hot mess for as much of the game as we did.
Right.
But I would rather, look bad to start and then get better rather than look bad all the way through or look good and then fall off.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go one way, I guess that's the way to go.
Yeah. No, it was that wasn't as fun of a game to watch as the first one, but I'm glad they pulled it out. I'm surprised they pulled it out. And, they're still on pace for 84-0. So
82-0 because
I thought they have 84 games.
That starts next season.
Oh, geez.
Yep. Sorry about that.
82-0. Well, anyway, they're on pace for that.
They sure are.
So,
all right. So we have a game, I guess. It's not. This is very off the cuff for us.
This is off the cuff. We were going to do something different, and then I didn't think of anything or do anything.
I mean, that's okay. I hadn't done anything either, but I told you this last night. I said, oh, it's okay if you haven't done anything for the game because I have a thing that I might do tomorrow. Right. I have a hot take.
All right. What's your take?
So the Stars have their new sort of studio set up for Brian and Sevy, like when,
Yeah, the intermission stuff.
Yeah, the intermission stuff when the team's on the road.
Yep.
And I don't think the set's actually that bad, you guys.
100% disagree.
Like, okay, it's not good, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
So this is like the green and black set. It's like the studio set, basically. Like right. They had, a studio set last year, and it was very like, I don't know, like office conference room vibes. I feel like it had very like gray walls, wood desk kind of vibe before last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just very boring and very like corporate.
Okay.
And this year they went for this like podcast studio look.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like black and green.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. Both studios look so cheap and so tacky. But like, at least this one's different.
Okay.
And like, it's less like corporate.
Okay.
And it's like more visually interesting.
Okay.
Like there's textures on the walls.
There are. Like foam soundproofing stuff.
Yeah. But like there's like visual textures. Like there's kind of like a raised diamond pattern and like the colors. There's kind of like stippling in like the colors. And I don't know, like my ADHD ass finds that very like soothing to be able to like have my vision wander around and like find new things to look at that aren't boring as fuck. Even if they're kind of ugly.
That's your take?
Yeah.
Wow. It's so wrong. I can't even like, I don't even know where to start with this. I can't even believe that this is your take. It's terrible. It's a downgrade for them as broadcasters. It looks like they're in Brent's closet. It looks like they bought that desk on Amazon. The desk is see-through, so Brent had a box of papers behind him the first time. That is tacky as fuck. The boom arms sit in front of their face. They previously had mics that were like professional grade, right? Because you didn't see them.
Right.
It was professional broadcasting, at least. I'd be embarrassed if I was them. I think that they're putting on a brave face, but this is a broadcasting downgrade for them.
I, again, don't necessarily hate, like, I don't like the way it's executed, but I feel like Brent seems a lot more comfortable with like the setup.
Maybe.
Before it felt very...
because it's in his closet. They built that in his closet.
So it is in his comfort zone. That is true.
Yeah. It's in his man cave.
No, but before I felt like it was very sort of like formal. We're sitting at a desk. Sometimes we're looking at the camera. Sometimes we're looking at each other, but we don't know when. And Brent in particular felt a little like he had a hard time sort of shifting between when we're talking to each other versus when we're talking to the camera. Now they're pretty much exclusively just talking to each other.
Yeah.
And it seems like a little more comfortable that way, at least for him.
Okay. Yeah. So doing the thing where you have multiple cameras and like doing like a talking segment where you talk directly at the camera, they can't do that now because they've been downgraded. They had to buy all that equipment themselves.
Yeah, but there's something sort of cozy about it.
All right. I will say it hasn't affected like their repartee or their analysis or anything.
If anything, I think the repartee is a little bit better. Like they seem to be vibing a little bit more, like more friendly. It's less like Brian's the newscaster and Brent's the hockey guy who showed up. It's more like they feel like they're more on even ground.
Yeah.
Rapport wise, a little bit to me personally.
They literally have the logo of the who made the boom arm for their SM7B.
I'm not saying it's well executed. I'm saying
cheap as fuck.
I'm saying it's not that bad. I'm just saying I'm saying it's like the last studio wasn't good either, right?
It was professional at least.
Yeah, but like
this is they're doing professional podcasts now.
Yeah, but like it wasn't that good. Like it wasn't like that, like aesthetically pleasing.
No.
And like it still seemed pretty like low budge, right?
It did.
So they're both low budge.
Well, the budge is much lower with this. They were both low budge, but this is like no budge.
Like, I think they're both still pretty low budge.
Do they have multiple cameras with this setup?
No, I don't think so.
It's nice, right? For like doing a podcast, but like for professional broadcasting, give me a break. I'm embarrassed for them.
All right. Well, I think I'm mostly just going based on like aesthetics and that's kind of my bailiwick. So.
You like the microphones right in front of their face and then moving them around while they're talking?
I'm talking more like the colors of the set.
Yeah. It's dark and dingy. It looks like he's in his closet.
Listen, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's like great. I'm just saying it's not that bad.
All
like,
right.
I'm just saying it's not as bad as everybody says.
Are people on my side with this one?
Oh, everybody hates it.
It's fucking terrible. That's why.
I'm also not saying it's good. I'm just saying it's not that bad.
Okay.
Like it's more of a lukewarm take than a hot take, really.
Oh, man.
But like, I'm just saying, like, it could be worse.
I will say, if you think, I haven't watched them talk very much, but if it is enhancing their comfortability or whatever,
Their comfort level,
and they're vibing more and a little bit more relaxed, that's good for sure.
I feel like Brent in particular felt like he felt more relaxed and like he had more of a sense of like authority.
Yeah.
So I liked that.
All right. I think
maybe
that's
making Brian a little too relaxed. He was being a little goofy. He went on like a rant last night.
He can be a little much with some things, especially like the competitiveness when they talk about all their stupid ass sports betting.
The rant was actually pretty well earned, though. I forgot to mention this in the notes. You know, the sort of the home arena or whatever decides the 3 stars of the night at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Last night, or it's like the local broadcaster, whoever. Last night, the Avalanche decided that the Avalanche broadcaster decided that the 3 stars of the night were Nate McKinnon, Thomas Harley, and Brock Nelson.
Okay. Yeah, that's fucked up.
No Jake Ottinger.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah, Brian was pretty pissed about that. He had some things to say. He was like calling the guy out when he was like, Pat Patterson.
Yep.
I know we have biases, but this is ridiculous. Yeah. Like, I don't care if you had put this in like 6 minutes before the game ended. Like, Jake Ottinger should be on here. Oh, what do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, Nate and Jake, and then I don't care about the third, but
they both said they're like, we would have put Nate on there. Like,
absolutely.
Like even, if it's the other team, like
that's fine.
Yeah, even if it's the other team, even if they lose, if there's still somebody who played really well, like we'll put it in there. Like that's fine. But this is ridiculous. The Stars won and the goaltender had a crazy performance. And you put Brock Nelson on
Brock
there.
Nelson,
what the fuck?
I forget that he's there.
Yeah, I know, me too.
I did notice him last night. He's also fast. God, that team's so fast. But
they're so fast.
Yeah. No, there should definitely be Jake. But yeah, I don't know. This subway take of yours is not working for me. And I'm glad to hear that the internet is with me because this is hot garbage. And I do feel like they're probably putting on a brave face because they're used to professional broadcasting and this ain't it.
I've seen how they dress themselves over the last year. I feel like they're probably like, this is cool.
That's a whole other hot take.
Yeah.
All 4 of them need to need to go to style class.
Because now that it's like ripped jeans. T-shirts.
No, you need to at least keep it classy.
Thomas Harley wearing shorts.
Oh, geez, man.
It's like it's hot outside.
Well, I don't disagree, but you can make it look good.
Wear some khakis. Come on.
Something. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think this is just going to be a agree to disagree on this one. I'm never going to like that. That is some bullshit.
Again, I'm not saying I like it. I'm saying it's just not that bad. I like how my hot take is literally like not even.
No, it is that bad though. That's the problem with your hot take. It is that bad. It's worse than you think. They got a webcam. They got a cheap ass audio interface and a computer running this shit now.
Well, whatever it is, Brent looks more comfortable, and I'm happy for him.
I love that for you.
He also just looks really good in the like short sleeve polo shirts.
Yeah, no, he is looking good this year.
Yeah. I think it's the beard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just like beards.
Yep.
Hey, I like your beard.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I think we're not going to get any farther in resolving that.
No, this will never be resolved.
And that's fine.
Yep.
Agree to disagree.
Absolutely. I don't even know if I can agree. I just don't understand your take at all. Just makes no sense to me.
It's not even like that much of a take. Like, I'm not. Okay, we don't have to do this anymore. All right.
I can't stop.
That's the end of regulation for this week's episode of Ice is Slippery. You can find us on Tumblr, Blue Sky, TikTok, and Instagram at Ice is Slippery Pod. You can also email us at iceisslipperypod@gmail.com, where we would love to get suggestions for games and hear your hockey hot takes. Until next week, stay out of the penalty box.